What's happening, Dueling Aces fans? Thank y'all for coming back here today. Episode 33. Wade and I decided on this one together. The Scott Rowland episode. One of my favorite players. No nonsense guy. Always hit the ball well. Always play good defense. I love the throwbacks, man. What's going on, brother?
I'm kind of miss watching him play, man. What a great hitter he was, dude.
Me too. Didn't matter if of course, I hated him when he was with the Phillies, but I still liked him. I still respected him. I liked him a lot more when he was with the Cardinals, just because as a Brave fan, it's easier for me to like the Cardinals than the divisional guy in the Phillies. But, dude, we've been on fire. Hate to toot our own horn, but toot. I think, 5-1 the last 6 here on the show. So y'all are welcome. Y'all welcome. We're trying to keep you well fed, people. Well fed.
Absolutely, man. It's been on a roll. And yesterday was really nice too, man. We cashed out on that Braves money line you gave out. What was that, plus 110? And then Logan Gilbert under 1.5 walks last night. Went 6 strong, 10 strikeouts, 0 walks. Paired that with Jack Flaherty to get 5 strikeouts, man. It really took him. I was sitting here sweating last night, 6th inning. He had Gunnar Henderson up, Santander. Really tough part of the lineup in the 6th inning to find a strikeout. He actually let the first 2 guys on. Luckily, he ran into Eloy Jimenez, who was our savior and gave us our first.
There we go. Our old White Sox buddy, Eloy, doing us a favor. I like it.
We're rolling, baby.
I gotta love it, man. Yeah, we're with you, man. It's been a good few weeks. Like last 30 days, our readers are up 12.5%. So can't complain with that, especially this time of year. MLB gets a little tougher. But yeah, we've been on the right side of, a lot of them were good calls, but a lot of them we've been getting some lucky breaks too. A lot of teams we've been fading their bullpens are melting down, and that's been helping us. But yeah, let's keep it rolling, man. Let's keep it rolling. You want to go first today?
No, man, I'm gonna let you go. You've been one. I think you're on a 3-pick win streak, so we'll let you stay hot. We'll let you run the lead off here.
The faithful watchers of our Dueling Aces show here probably know we've made fun of this guy at times this year, but I'm going with our spaghetti man today, man. Spencer Arrighetti. I'm going to go with the Houston Astros on the money line. Best price right now, minus 108 over at FanDuel. Article readers got this yesterday at plus 104. So a really good price there. Already looking good as far as COV is concerned. But really, the main reason I like it, Arrighetti, I think, is a little underrated. He had a rough start to the year, but he's really come on his last 10 starts. Has an ERA around 3, FIP also around 3.5. I like his stuff. Got a really good cutter, really good slider and curveball. But really, I'll be honest with you, Big Wade, this is a straight-up fade of Taijuan Walker. Guy's a human gas can, man. I don't know what's going on with him. I checked his velo stats. I'm not normally a big, pitch-by-pitch velo guy, but his fastball's down 4 miles an hour this year over what it normally is. That's really killing him. So he's only hitting around 90, 91. Big difference between that and 95 to big league hitters. Big league hitters tee off on something in the low 90s. We know that, especially a right-hander. Walker's ERA, 6.26. So it reminds me of the old car, the Mazda 626. That's not a good thing if you're a pitcher. Also think the Astros, I get it. They were shut out last night, but I think it's a good bounce back spot. Too good of a lineup to struggle 2 days in a row. 8th in WRC plus against righties. It is tough to fade the Phillies at home. They're very solid at home. But I think Arrighetti gets it done for us, man. I think this price is too short. I made the line, I think, Houston around minus 130. So as long as we're getting it under 110 or so, I'm good with it, man. Any thoughts on that before we get to your?
Yeah, man. I think I'm right there with you. I think this is. I think there's going to be some runs in this game today. They're actually projecting some rain, 100% precipitation. Really? I think the wind has calmed down a little bit. Last night they were projecting about 10-mile-an-hour winds blowing out. Now it's down to about 6. I think it probably might peak back up closer to 10 around when the game's going on. We might see some runs, and if you're going to ask me about both pitchers, I would say Walker is the one that's on the downward spiral, as Arrighetti's really been rock solid over his last, at least say 4, 5, 6 starts, and really he's his walk rate's been down as well, so that's a huge plus for him, while the Phillies are walking the dead last 14 days to right-hand pitchers, so that also bodes well for him. Yeah, man, if he can avoid the long ball, I think I think they're going to be able to get to Walker. I think some people should be probably targeting some Astros hitters today. So
Hope so, man. I hope so. That's the goal. I think hoping Alvarez and Altuve will do some damage here. That's my hope. So we shall see. What do you got cooking over there, brother? You gonna keep it rolling? I know you are. Let's go.
Yeah, man, it's one of those things I know yesterday I talked about. I was like, man, I wish I could just give out a straight on this show, but man, with the props that I target, they're also always so juiced. I got to keep rolling out these two legs, man. And today, I think I found a beautiful play that I'm really excited about. I really want to get these going so we can knock these out.
Do it.
I'm going to go with Luis Castillo at home again against one of the worst offenses in baseball right now to go 18 outs. And I took him with Chris Sale to get 6+ strikeouts.
All right. Sweet.
Castillo has hit 18 in 12 of his last 13 home starts. As I mentioned, the Rays are one of the worst hitting teams in baseball right now. 29th in WRC+, 29th in on-base percentage for the last 15 days. 21st in walk rate and 4th in strikeout rate. So they're not getting on base and they're striking out a whole lot. Almost every pitcher that's faced them recently has at least reached 6 strikeouts. Most of them are hitting 7, 8, 9, 10 strikeouts. They're just not hitting the ball, man. Gilbert gave up 0 runs last night. I know he's a tough pitcher to score on anyways. But Castillo's no joke at home. And one thing that I really liked about him today, I was kind of iffy on this play because the last 2 pitchers for the Mariners have really done well. And usually it's pretty tough for 3 straight pitchers to just go off against an offense. Usually they're going to find something in the series. But he's coming on 4 days rest, man. When he's on 4 days rest, he's got a .625 win percentage. His ERA dips down to 2.6 compared to 4.26 when he has a 5-day rest. And he's done this over 11 starts this year, so there's plenty of data there. He's got a 1.127 whip, and he strikes out 9 per 9 when he's on 4 days rest. So I just really like those metrics for him today against this struggling Rays lineup. And the Rays may even swap out a couple of their batters today. Usually when it's a full series, they don't play the same batters every single game. So we might see a little different look from them, which also may give us some help there. And then Chris Sale, man, he's a tough one. He's coming off a game that kind of burned us, but I believe he's in a really good spot here. I really don't like taking strikeout props against the Twins here. But, man, they've been striking out recently. If you look at their last 4 games against Swallenbeck, Fried, Fide, and then Gray, they've all had 7 strikeouts on them. That's 4 straight games. The pitchers have found 7 strikeouts on them. If you want to dig a little deeper, just left-handed pitchers alone, they've struck out. It's been about really every other game. They've had 7, 2, 8, 2, 8, 2, 10, 2, 11. Yeah. So they've given up 7 to Fried, 8 to Heaney, 8 to Reagans, 10 to Imanaga, 11 to Minaya, and 8 to Skubal, 8 to Snell, 7 to Skubal. It's literally every other game.
Yeah.
They're racking up these Ks.
They're swinging for the fence.
I know they're coming off. This entire series. They struck out 7 and 8. So we'll see if Sale can get. We just need him to get 6 tonight.
Yeah, I like it.
So I think he can find 6 on them. I expect him to go deep enough. He's hit 6 in 21 of 24 games, and he has a really good batter versus pitcher. There's 5 hitters in this lineup that have over a 28.6 K rate. And then 3 of the other batters haven't even seen him. So I think Kyle Farmer's one of them who strikes out about 20% to both right-handed and left-handed. I think he can find 1 against those guys. I think he's going to go deep enough and just give us enough to find 6.
Yeah, I love Chris Sale. I think I told y'all on the show I had a flyer on him at 50 to 1 to win the Cy Young, which looks great now. Hopefully he can hang on and win it. But did that in the off season because nobody thought he'd stay healthy. Thank the Lord he has stayed healthy the whole year so far. But I love Sale, man. I think there's a guy, Matt Wallner, strikes out a ton for the Twins. K rate's 37%. So Sale may get him 2 or 3 times, and so you may get halfway home just by facing one guy, I
like it.
And then Castro strikes out a lot too. It's weird. You're right. Something's going on with the Twins. I like the Twins, but it's like they're their contact rate's way down lately. I think they're just trying to hit the long ball too much. So I think that's working sales favor for you with Castillo. Dude, Castillo's an old school workhorse. I like him, man. He usually always goes deep. You usually don't have to worry about him not going 6 or 7. I love his career numbers against this Tampa lineup. 74 plate appearances against. K rate 32.4%. So he's really dominated. Expected batting average against just 215. And man, I don't know if we've talked about this yet or not. This Rays lineup's really been terrible ever since they traded away Isak Paredes to the Cubs. They've just went further in the tank. I don't know what it is. They still hit lefties a little bit okay, but man, the righties, they've been sucking against righties. Still being a righty,
especially on the road.
I think you got a really good one here. Hooked up big weight. I really like this one.
Yeah, man. Hope so. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I do think I love targeting against the Rays when they're on the road. There's been, when they go back home, they tend to not strike out as much and they tend to hit more contact. I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on there, but I'm a believer in home and away splits anyways. I know some people aren't. But they just little nugget there to keep an eye on if you guys are ever wanting to target the Rays in the future. Yeah, man, I like both looks today. As always, make sure you guys go to eatwatchbet.com. Go to bettorsinsider.com. There will be free daily article plays from numerous writers. It's all free. Why not go check out and see what we're writing about? And if you guys want to sign up for any sports books, always remember to make sure to go to eatwatchbet.com. Navigate to the top of the screen, find out what state you're in, see what deals are on. Don't ever deposit into a book without finding out what kind of deposit matches are out there, everybody. So
absolutely, you're absolutely right, Wade. They literally, it's the only time, if you're new to a sports book, it's the only time they will hand you extra funds to bet with. So I mean, you can literally, a lot of these deals are bet 5, get 200 bonus bets. Right now, DraftKings, you bet $5 on anything, whether it wins or loses, you get 200 bonus bets to bet with. So where else in your gambling career will you get a 40x return on investment? You won't. That's it. That's how I built my bankroll. I mean, it is over the years. That's how I built my bankroll. A new book becomes available. I see what their bonus is. I'll maximize the bonus and just keep adding it up along with my bets, and that's just how you do it. I mean, as I say,
some of these out there right now, all you got to do is bet $5, and they'll give you $200 in credit, or $250. Some of these are $250. So don't miss out on that, everybody.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. Let's have a blessed day, and let's cash these tickets. We'll see you guys next time.
Let's cash it, folks.